G'day guys, Jack here. Big truckie, Aussie truckie, no. A little single driver in a Volvo. Doing my part to transfer general freight from Albury to Canberra. Although the freight comes from Melbourne, most of it, so if you purchase stuff from Melbourne, if you buy stuff from Bunnings, little ice creamery in Canberra, and got waffle cones on, all sorts of general stuff. Here waiting to unload at a warehouse in Hume. Because we are coming into Christmas, there's a lot more freight on the road, and Sydney sent an extra truck down that's B-double fridge van, so can only unload him from the rear, unload all the general freight from the rear. Good fun.
You're on there, Wally.
Quite you. Yeah. Not sure about the legality of doing this, so everything's going to be hands-free. I've seen some guys on YouTube, they're not afraid to show what company they're driving for. I'm not going to do that just yet. Just again, don't know about the legalities of it. If I get the company's permission, I might, but so yeah, no names, no company names, no warehouse names, just to protect the privacy for now. We'll see what happens in the future, but yeah, just thought I'd start doing a couple of videos. There's a couple of videos out there. I just wanted to show my side of running Highway 31, the Hume, my little single. So but I suppose before we unload here, I'll take you back to the start of the day, in the wee small hours of the morning, where my day starts. And this is where my day starts. Currently 12:30 AM. All truckies. Got the big tin of coffee. Roxy. About one and a half in there. About the same sugar. This is about a 350ml thermos. I did have a bigger one, about half a litre, but it's too much coffee. I'll eat that, not too much coffee. And this, it's not a true thermos, it's only a vacuum, double-walled warmer cooler, so normally about an hour and a half, and that's got to be drank, otherwise she starts getting too cold. And this thing is just a chicken soup. It's my fatigue management for about 4:30, 5 o'clock when I'm pulled into Canberra, and we just live in that no man's land right at the end of the morning, just before the sun comes up, when the Mr. Sleep comes to get you. This is just a simple chicken soup. One stock cube, 1 teaspoon of corn flour, and some black and white pepper. You'd be surprised. It's, again, it's to wake you up. That's that one. Next I'm going to load the esky. These little dramatic eskies are fantastic. I just have one of the esky ice bricks that you can get from Bunnings. That's frozen. I'll put it in when I get home just so the esky stays cool 24/7, and 2 of these rotating through do the job. So the fresh one goes in. Little 500ml pump bottle, just to back up water. Again, a little 500ml shaker bottle. Put about 400ml of full cream milk in, just for me calcium hit for the day. That goes in. Mid breakfast. No zero, no sugar coke. About 100 grams of carrot sticks. One of the biggest things you always hear truckies say about living on the road, eating on the road, having to survive off service station, truck stop food. Whereas, do that, you still need something as well, just a pair. I love these things, just little Coles, wild tuna, tuna and rice. Great little snack as well. Spoon for that. So don't eat too much during the day because you're sitting down in the truck. Basically, you sit down, you're not exercising at all. What else we got to do? Main water bottle. A 1.5 litre double walled bottle from Bunnings. Costs about $15 compared to your more expensive ones from BCF and that. And that's cold out of the fridge, that stays cold most of the day. When I get back, finish my shift at 11:30, 12 o'clock, that's still cold enough to drink. It's not like drinking a hot bottle of water you've left in your car, so. Take our iPad off the paperwork. There's some movies and that on this, so if you get stuck waiting anywhere, you got something to watch, something to do. Go in there. Coffee and soup go in there. I'd love to be able to just leave this in the truck, but unfortunately you'll never be guaranteed my truck's gonna be there waiting for me when I get to work. Yes. Door. The hot shot. some stuff out of this bag. Currently just after 1:30 AM. And it's going to be a run around dropping shit off all day. Problem with a small company doing a run in a certain direction, you're normally got to do a lot of little drops all the way back to home. Alright, we are heading to Canberra as usual, and then we've got come back, pick up some fertilizer for Bunnings and Yass, 4 pallets and 1, so we won't be going to Bunnings today, thank God. And then back to Gundagai, to the caravan park, to a restaurant on the main drag to drop some boxes off there. I was in Gundagai yesterday at the park, all the way up the end of Sheridan Street and then walk all the way back. Because I couldn't get a park. Shut up. In the middle of the Gundy. So just fill out our logbook. I'm running the EWP electronic work diary. I've been pulled in at Coolac Weybridge once, and they've checked it out, so I know I'm doing something right, but it doesn't feel like it. 8510. Also going to back time this to 1. Backdate to 1:30 because I've been walking around getting paperwork. That's done. Alright. Back you off 1. Alright. First port of call though is we need to go around the Shell and get some fuel. So we'll go around and get fuel. Bring the big 600 out. 0 to 5, 600 Volvo in black, which is beautiful because I don't have to clean it. Someone else does. Rightio. About to put on about probably $1,000 worth of diesel. Oh, glad I'm not running it and paying for it.
You have a great night. Certainly will, yes. I so enjoy yourself. I sure will. Freeway, go down a couple more talk, you know. Hello.
$330 litres. So about 317, 310 litres. Over $600 per tank. The truck was half full, so $2,400, $2,500 just to fill both tanks up. But you'll probably get, well, I do 800, 600. So you probably get 3,000 k's out of both tanks, or a bit more, but yeah, that's why your milk costs more. Time to go pay for it. Not with me, with this. Yep, nearly $1,300. It baffles me why anyone uses Shell as a servo. Yeah, you got the restaurants, but they're always 15-20 cents dearer a litre. Yeah, it's $1.97. Everywhere else, I've seen it as low as $1.68 today. It's a card company, I suppose. They write it off, but yes, I know that. And that clear collision avoidance off, lane assist off. Oh, technology, gotta love it. So we're back in the day. Fuel used to be a third of your costs running a truck. Now it's about 50%. Forward. Rightio, so what is it? 2 o'clock. We're running a little bit late. Normally get out about 10 to 2, so that'll put us in just before 6 into Hume, which is all the way through Canberra and down the bottom. Pretty much as far. Oh no, you can go further in Canberra. But yeah, that's where we're heading anyway. I won't bore you with the nighttime stuff. She does get pretty boring, but next time I see you, we'll be in the nation's capital. Here we are, sunny Canberra. Well, to the south of Canberra anyway, in the industrial estate of Hume. Gonna get to our first drop here. Hopefully the Sydney trucks haven't been late getting out of Sydney, because when they are, I have to wait. So it is what is it? It's 10 to 6, so just under 4 hours once we left Laguna to get here, which isn't bad. Didn't have to stop the whole way up, which is also good. Couple of slow B doubles like to get around, but that's trucking. Someone's here. I haven't seen that truck here before. That's awesome. Oh well. At least these big new factories or warehouses are getting built out here are a lot more truck friendly than some of the old ones that were built in the 60s and 70s for little singles. So I'm gonna get out, open my curtains up and unload. That was quick and easy. This other truck's just loaded, so you'll be out of my way in a second. I just googled the caravan park in Gundagai I gotta drop this other pallet off at. You got the old rail bridge on one side and the bridge over the Murrumbidgee on the other side. I know the rail bridge is probably going to be too low to get under, so I'll have to ring them when I get there and see if they've got a forklift. Did my logbook, done, no squiggly lines. We'll see if we can get around this truck. Oh, into it. Nearly pushed that trailer off its legs. Alright, plug this hole. No, he's got the road blocked. That's not going to work. Yeah, you're tugging, she's right. It's a 4th tug test. Oh well, anyway, first drop done just after 6 o'clock. I've got to ring the next warehouse and get slotted into there. It's been good this week. In the last week I've been able to get straight in to get unloaded, so fingers crossed. There's 2 B doubles that get down there, Sparrowfart, to unload, and I normally got to wait for one of them to get out of the way. So I used to start at 1 o'clock and pushed it back half an hour just to give them more time to unload. Otherwise you're racing up here, unloading here, flying around there, and then you're waiting 15, 20 minutes, half hour before you can get in anyway. So just streamlining the run a little bit, making it a bit more economical. But yeah, anyway, this is trucking with Jack. I don't know why I have to pull up in the driveway for, but we'll be out of here in a minute. Let's go! I did say it was easy for singles to get in here. Doubles, not so much. Especially building this new warehouse on the other side of the road, so once the tradies get here and line up either side of the road in their cars, it can be quite a pickle. Luckily I'm in and out before we get to that. it, boys, send it. Right, man, I'll be there in 15. There, bye. Beauty, straight up the top. So, it's going to be a quick morning in Canberra. Which is good, because I'm only on a trip rate, so the shorter I can do the trip, the better it is. Normally if I'm late getting out of there's no hope of getting across Monaro Highway here. You gotta go up to the roundabout. It's only a K up, so it doesn't take much extra anyway, but come on. Problem, you miss that window and then you bug it. Come on. Alright. We've missed the lights on this northbound side, so again the waiting game continues. Because just the amount of traffic that's coming into Canberra in the morning, if this set of lights wasn't here going across into another estate, industrial estate, you wouldn't even do this. You go up the next roundabout. I know a lot of doubles and that go down through the industrial estate to the north, and there's a set of lights down here they come out on, but there's only been 1 or 2 mornings I've had a hassle here, and this is starting to be the 3rd, but come on. The worst one's that last car that thinking can beat the yellow light, and then the time between it getting to you and the oncoming traffic from the next intersection. It gets you. But here we go. So next stop's Fishwick. Good old classic Fishwick. Another big industrial estate in southeast Canberra. So we just took 6 pallets off at the first drop, and the rest of the trucks are there, minus the gun guide drop. Well, there's 2 gun guide drops, so we'll truck on to Fishwick. Come on. What are you doing? You're going to come on. When car drivers think they're bigger than truck drivers. Oh, there's a prank. Just watch the bottom of that envelope, it's open. There. Right about there. Rightio. One thing I love about both these drops, being small yards, small depots, small warehouses, they want you in and out so you can get the next truck in, because there's just not enough room for multiple trucks. And they've also got cappuccino machines in their waiting room, so get here, open the curtains and the gates, and then I can go in, have a break while they unload, and get me 15 minutes here and there. So it definitely makes things a hell of a lot easier. Yeah. So the other good thing I like about Canberra, and one of the only reasons I wanted to get back on the highway was to go to Canberra, is the roads. Foresight, good planning for the most part. Everything's dual carriageway nearly everywhere, and good thing about coming across to Fishwick and Hume, I've got at least 3 different options of getting across the city, depending on traffic, weather, all that sort of stuff. I can go north to the Federal and down to Monaro like I did this morning, or now, because it's before 7 o'clock, just cut straight back through the middle of the city, or you can go along Lake Burleigh Griffith and out to the Tuggeranong Parkway, I think it is. Obviously I've not done that route in some time, because there is a bridge. It's not Commonwealth Bridge, it's a bridge at the end of the Federation Ave that goes over Constitution Avenue, I think is the one that follows Burleigh Griffith, and I think it's only got a height of 4.5 metres and I'm 4.3. I used to go under there all the time when I come in here with beer kegs, but it was a flat top, so I knew the truck was right. So that's worst case scenario. Yeah, you got 20 centimetres of height, but I'd like a little bit more above the trailer. So next stop is our Bunnings fertilizers out of Yass. Pick up a dozen pallets there. I don't do that. Pick up a dozen pallets there to take back to Albury Bunnings. So that's where I'll probably talk to you next. Rightio, so we got five pallets to pick up here and some sand. So for Bunnings, so it shouldn't be too long. I won't need to have a break here. seatbelt on. Quiet. All this fertilizer, straw, mulch, all goes to Bunnings across the eastern seaboard. And there's a lot of it here. He's only half load, so I might sneak in a 15-minute break while he's... no, we don't have to. We're going to stop at Tar Cutter for lunch anyway, so... There's my pellets there, I can see them. Windows down, so the glass house can let some air in, and yeah, I'll go and open her up. Just like that, our 5 pellets are on. So, get some air built up here. So normally if I got 10 or more pellets for Bunnings Aubrey, I'll pull in there and drop them off, but because I've only got 5, that's for the local bloke to deliver at a later stage, so... Oh, crank this aircon up. We're looking 31 degrees already at 8:20 in the morning. Oh, I didn't even see him there. Whoops. Bloody big mirrors in their blind spots. So my run's normally the same every day, the first 2 depots anyway, and then you might have this or some smaller stuff in between to drop off like I got today. So this isn't going to be a weekly type video, might not even be a fortnightly video, maybe once a month I'll post a day in the life. We'll see how we go, see if I get in trouble, see if anyone watches it. So I suppose you're probably wondering, who the hell is this bloke? Well, I grew up on a dairy farm and learnt to drive trucks and everything on that machinery. 2002, joined the army, Australian Defence Force, went in as a driver there and spent 4 years in Defence Force as a driver, going through to Unimogs, Rovers, R Series Max, and got out in 2006 with my heavy combination ticket, and went from there into a local earth moving mob, driving floats, a little bit of tipper work, and as they say, the rest is history. It wasn't until 2011, I think it was, where one job ended and got on to driving for a subby out of DC for Woolworths, doing the Canberra run there. By the end of that, I was doing Canberra, Cooma, up to Jindabyne, big hours, starting at 10:30, 11 o'clock in the evening and getting back at 12 o'clock midday the next day. So big days on BFM. So pretty much my majority of my truck driving history is the Hume Highway. various goods from fridge vans, kegs on flat tops to taut liners, and now back in a taut liner doing general freight. So this is the first job I've had doing general, and it's different. It's not, but yeah, that's a little bit about me anyway. As I said, we'll see how frequent these videos come out, because they're pretty much going to be the same old. But we'll work through it, and we'll push on now to Gundagai, heading south, leaving Yass, down the Hume. We've got 2 boxes here to drop off at a cafe at the main drag, which I know we can't park in front of. So I have to park at the end of the main street and walk all the way down it, carry them down and drop them off. And then bring this caravan park on the Murrumbidgee River and see if we can get in there and see if they've got a forklift to unload that pallet. It's a box, like a fully enclosed pallet, so lane avoidance off. So we'll see if they haven't got a forklift. I don't know how we're going to get it out without just pushing it off the truck. It weighs 250 kilos, so there's no hope of lifting it off. So we'll push on south to Gundagai. So that's fun. Just dropped the 2 passes off the main drag at Gundagai. Oh. Yes, I'm up on Sheridan Street at the moment. I've got a pallet for you. Do you have a forklift on site? No. It's just a pallet to drop off. I think it's a water pump or something. Do you know if there's a weight limit on the bridge coming from South Gundy? No. I'm in a semi prime mover, I'm 30 ton. Yeah, it's got the caravan park address and number on it. That's all. Yep. Otherwise, we've got tailgate loaders and that in Wagga. We'll just have to run it out in a smaller truck. That's all. Yep. It's in a... It's got something water on the box. I didn't read the whole thing, but Yeah, but I can't get under the old bridge because it's only 4 metres tall. Yeah, I'm too high, so I've got to come to South Gundy and come in that way, and be able to turn around and get back out that way. Okay, yep. Well, there's a roundabout just before it, so I can get down to that anyway, and if there's signs there, I can go from there, but I'll come in and have a look. See how we go. Alright, thank you. Okay. Yeah, rightio. Alright, thank you. Bye. Bye. Fucking Lippy. Yeah, so that was an interesting call. I don't know how much of it I'll keep in to not incriminate oneself, but that's just a problem. It's the pallets come into our warehouse to be delivered to Gundagai. Them loading it last night, I've thrown it on the truck thinking, well, you can drop it in Gundagai without knowing the specifics, and it's it happens a lot. Work crews down there. Yeah, basically the problem I've got, the caravan park's down on the river between North and South Gundy. On the northbound side, you got to go into the old railway trestle bridge, which is 4.6. Looking at Google images, which is fine, but the old highway bridge next to it is only 4 metres tall, so it may be 4.3. Not going in from the north, and then because the bridge going over the Murrumbidgee, you come in from the other side, the South Gundy side. No one can tell me if there's a weight limit on it. I rang the council, the lady rang Gundagai and rang me back and said, she said, the boys said you'll be right as long as you're not in a truck. I said, well, if we can get the weight, because I'm not full, I'm only about 28 tonnes, so I'm not fully loaded, so I'm not a heavy single, but she was going to ring me back. I said, I've got about an hour until I get there, and I've had no phone call. Just rang finally the caravan park just got back to me, as you would have heard, and they don't know what the weight bridge is on the thing, on the bridge. She also said that she could you'd just go in the caravan park and turn around there and do a U-turn in the caravan park, but I've never seen a caravan park you can get a truck around in. I don't think she comprehended the fact that I was in a semi. So anyway, ring the yard, ring the depot, and it's bring it back and we'll send it up in a smaller truck. So that's one less delivery I have to make. I have one more out to Gundagai Meats, which if you shop at Coles and enjoy lamb, chances are you've eaten lamb from Gundagai Meats. So they do a lot of their they all only do lamb here, so, and you can smell the lanolin when you're pulling up there. But get in there, hopefully there's not too many Linfox trucks in there getting cold storage. Luckily I don't have to use the same dock as them, just have to unload beside where they park, so I'll go across the new Gundy bridges and yeah, get to our next drop off. Don Watts' truck we passed coming in. It was fully loaded with shit pellets that he's dropping off. So unfortunately for me, I'm about to have a break. Paperwork away, do some other paperwork, and yeah, wait to have 3 pellets unloaded. It's always the way. It's a problem when you carry a couple of pellets for here and a couple of pellets for there. But that's trucking. That's trucking in Australia. Waiting. Half-hour wait, so not too bad. We'll get back out in the highway. That's it for the drops now. So just back to the depot. About two and a quarter hours from here. Unload those 5 pallets, plus we had six pallets of grog put on at the first drop to come back to Albury for a couple of hotels in the area. So unload all that, and I'll be hopping on my bike and heading home. So I don't think there's a need to record anything else. I want to keep these under 20 minutes per one, so I might just do videos later on with leave the camera on going through Canberra, leave the camera on going through Yass. I've seen plenty of videos of blokes on the highway travelling and just have the GoPro sitting out the window or something recording their trip. So, but I hope you enjoy. We'll see what happens. Well, better say quiet. All done.
No worries, that was a nice quick trip.
Yeah, yep, always handy.
Okay, no worries.
See you next time.
See ya.
See ya. I wish lamb smelled as good after it's butchered as it does beforehand. There was one good thing about the abattoirs I used to work in with pigs, but unless you're out in the yards in Learidge, most of the smell through the abbeys, pigs don't smell when they're getting cut up anyway. But now I'm making myself hungry. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm going to keep on trucking south, and yeah, hope you enjoy the video, and catch me next time. I set off up the Hume to Canberra. See you guys.